Good evening with the news tonight. I'm Royce and Drake. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's headlines are powered by the Central Housing Plan Authority. Patterson welcomes SOCU probe, says PP clutching at straws. Panama rice deal not in trouble amidst rejection of rice, says the GRDB. And Minister Keith Scott is out of depth on arbitration matters, says the General Secretary of the Ghana Trade Union Congress. News in depth begins now. Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson said he has complied with all the instructions that were given by the Special Organized Crime Unit into the probe of the awarding of a contract to a Dutch firm for a feasibility study for a new bridge over the Demerara River. Speaking to reporters outside the Alliance for Change headquarters, Patterson said he submitted a statement a long time ago.
I mean, I have already given Cabinet a statement long ago, and it is circulated. So you know what I mean? I don't know if you have any other questions. I doubtfully have any other questions because it's been from the very first day those allegations were made. We give a detailed thing, which we also give SOCU.
The minister said he feels the PPP is clutching at straws with their allegations.
I mean, I am glad though. I am very, very glad because it shows that the PPP has confidence in SOCU by going there. So I do hope that when SOCU, if persons from the former regime are charged, they take it just as I think. I welcome the charges and I will defend it and as strenuously as I can. But I'm glad that they've seen the credibility of SOCU, and I'm glad that they're subjecting themselves to the investigation of SOCU. So obviously, the law will take its course. So you know what I mean. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So at least there's one good thing I see out of this.
Patterson said what was done openly and transparently, and he welcomes the investigations. The minister feels that he and his ministry are being targeted. More news after this break. Stay with us.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man, I ain't gonna get locked up thief in a big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't get my favorite color, pink. Let me go on.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Are you having problems sleeping at night? Well, worry no more. Comfort Sleep mattresses are simply the best. Comfort Sleep provides quality products, factory fresh and better value. With every purchase you make, you become part of our family and help to fulfill the need of the less fortunate. Comfort Sleep, as part of their corporate duty, provides meals for over 500 children in regions 3, 4 and 6, 3 times a week. This, among other charitable events, year-round is part of our mandate. What are you waiting for? Keep the dream going. Be part of this great family. Comfort Sleep. Eccles Industrial Estate, East Bank, Demerara. Telephone 233-3013 or 233-2657. Email comfortsleep49@gmail.com.
Caribbean rice, from the lush rice fields of Guyana, straight to your home. Caribbean rice, our people, our rice.
Welcome back. The Ghana Rice Development Board will be doing 100% sampling of all containers exporting rice from this country. This is according to Nazim Hassan, General Manager of the Ghana Rice Development Board. This decision was taken to prevent a reoccurrence of the rejection of rice from Panama.
Meaning that of the 2,000 odd bags, these are 20-pound bags that go into the container. Every single bag is now going to be checked to ensure that it has that. You would appreciate that a situation like this never occurred before, and in normal operations, we've been exporting to Panama since 2014 or thereabouts. Logistically, to do 100% checks could pose a challenge. Now, because you're talking about hundreds of containers, and to have persons just go boring to have over 2,700 bags per container would have been a logistical challenge.
He noted that the rejection of the rice was not due to substandard quality.
Based on what the contract was for, which is white rice, we've been informed that based on the samples that they took, they found some parboiled rice in the samples. Note that there was no emptying of containers or anything of the sort. Usually, when the customs authorities would open up, and then the health authorities will go, and then they will check the bags right there. They probably will jump up and take a few, but it's not. You have over 2,700 bags in a container. It's not like they empty the container and check and so on. So it wasn't anything to do with the quality of rice. It's a different type of rice that was sent.
The general manager could not say at this point if any sanctions will be instituted against the milling company, since the investigation is still active.
Right. I can't comment on sanctions as yet because we are still conducting investigations to ensure that we get all the specifics about why what happened.
Guyana has been shipping rice to Panama since 2014.
A man's beer.
Breaking news alert. Don't be scammed or fooled by top brand imported mattresses. The imported mattress has a 320 coil count. Comfort Sleep mattresses have 416 coils. Top brand imported coil thickness is 1 millimeter. Comfort Sleep mattresses, 2 millimeters. Top brand imported spring size is 55 inches by 75 inches. Comfort Sleep, 58 inches by 78 inches. Top brand imported protection mats are of poor quality and very thin. Comfort Sleep mattresses use a 780-gram protection mat. The top brand imported mattresses use a thinner foam. Comfort Sleep uses a wider and thicker foam. Don't waste your hard-earned money on a poor quality imported mattress. Buy quality. Buy Comfort Sleep mattresses.
This September 30th, the best horses in Guyana descend on the spectacular Rising Sun Turf Club. 7 races, $10 million at stake. Don't miss your chance to experience Guyana's best racing ever, the President's Cup Championships, hosted by the Caribbean Nations Group.
General Secretary of the Guyana Trade Union Congress, Lincoln Lewis, feels that the minister within the Ministry of Social Protection, Department of Labor, Keith Scott, is out of his depth when it comes to the arbitration issue with the GTU. Lewis was reacting to the ongoing fallout between the minister and the Guyana Teachers Union. This was after the minister walked into the arbitration meeting between the GTU and the Ministry of Education with his nominee for chairman of the panel.
What he's doing here is just embarrassing the government and embarrassing Professor Lucas. It's wrong. Scott will not listen to advice. Those guys believe that they know. So to advise them is useless. What I would say to the government, if they would like to have industrial peace in this country, is move Scott from here. That is the advice I give to them.
Scott said Professor Leland Lucas is the man for the job, and what he has done is in keeping with the law. Today, Lewis quickly reminded him of the law.
What the minister is attempting to do, when he says the law gives him the authority to do so, what he's speaking about is Section 4 of the Labor Act, which speaks to compulsory arbitration. But in this case, the arbitration is not compulsory. It is voluntary.
The Guyana Teachers Union is threatening to resume strike action if the chief labor officer cannot come to a mutual agreement on a chairman of the arbitration panel by next Wednesday. And that's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition.